everyone. Welcome to our today's webinar, Manage Billing Like a Pro. My name is Julia, and today I'm here to guide you through billing management in Spacebring, share some key aspects that can help you streamline your working operations and boost the efficiency of your business, of course. While everyone is joining, I would like to check the connection and the sound quickly, so please write in chat if you can hear and see me well, and I will begin. Great, thank you, Sophia. So on the bottom of the screen, you can also see a Q&A section where you can type your questions or solutions in Spacebring that you're interested in. And during the webinar, we will answer your questions. Spacebring is your fast track to effortless coworking space management. Our goal is to automate tedious tasks, improve member retention, and of course, give you more time to focus on growing of your space. During today's webinar, I will cover everything starting from understanding billing concepts to automating invoicing and customizing invoices to meet your needs. In addition to this, we will dive into tips and best practices for handling overdue invoices and how to track financial performance in your space. By the end of this webinar, you will have a clear understanding on how to manage invoicing efficiently and how to avoid some common mistakes and always keep your cash flow on track. Let's start with defining a few billing concepts that are important to remember about while managing your business with Spacebring. First, we have subscriptions. A subscription is a recurring membership where users pay for ongoing access to coworking space, to meeting rooms, and to other services in your space. With subscriptions, you can easily reduce manual work and also minimize human errors. Each subscription has got one or several subscription items. These items define what exactly the customer gets when paying for their membership. For example, a user might subscribe to a hot desk membership, a hot desk plan, or dedicated desk plan with its pricing and benefits, and receive an access to your lounge zone, for example, and receive discounts for meeting rooms or an access to printing, for example. And finally, based on the subscription and on its items, Spacebring generates an invoice, which is sent to the customer. An invoice is specifically a bill that lists all the services and benefits that users pay in order to access your space. To make billing even more efficient, we have two more powerful automated features, such as auto-invoice and auto-pay. With auto-invoice, all invoices are generated automatically by Spacebring and sent to the customer at each subscription cycle. With the help of auto-invoice, you can reduce manual work and save a lot of your time. And with auto-invoice, you don't need to create each invoice separately, each invoice manually, because Spacebring will do this for you. With auto-pay feature, payments become even more easier. When the invoice is issued, Spacebring automatically charge the customer with their default payment method set in their profile, which saves you also saves you a lot of time on collecting payments manually from your customers. And Together, these features help you to reduce manual work, to streamline operations, to reduce delays, and also to ensure a smooth experience for both you administrators and for your customers. During the time, coworking or shared spaces might face different challenges, and we understand that they need help with it. And in Spacebring, we tried to make automated invoicing. We tried to make invoicing as seamless as possible, so that it can help you solve different pain points, such as reducing manual work and human errors, improving cash flow, and enhance your member experience. To start with automated invoicing, of course, you need to have subscription-based services in your space, and plans will help you with this. To start with configuring the plans, navigate to Spacebring, your admin dashboard, and log in as an administrator. After that, click on the billing section from the left side menu and go to the plans page. Here you can start creating your hot desk plans, dedicated desk plans, office plans, even parking plans, and other services that you offer to your customers. When creating a plan, add the name of the plan. Then select the cycle during which this plan will be valid. There are different options, such as weekly, monthly, yearly, and others. Then add the description of your plan. You can say what does it include and other important details. In the pricing section, set the price and keep the sign-up option enabled to let your customers view this plan. The sign-up option has two types, immediate and request. The immediate type means that your customers will be able to purchase this plan by themselves without an administrator's help, while the request sign-up type means that the customers can apply for the plan and wait for administrators to approve their request. In addition to this, you have different other features. For example, you can add credits or day passes for bookings, or set the discounts for specific services in your space. Moreover, you can even grant an automatic access to your space, to the necessary doors with plans. For this, you will need to connect the available access control system integration to your location first, and after that, select the necessary access control group in the plan. And the same way, you can automate granting access to printing for your customers, and for this you will need to connect EasyBlue integration printing system firstly, and after that you'll need to select the necessary printing group here. Once you save your plans, once you create all of them, feel free to share it with your customers, with people who are interested in purchasing memberships. Also, feel free to integrate it with your marketing site and add it to your social media so that everyone actually can be aware of what services do you offer. Now let me show you an example of our customer, Founder Space Coworking, who has successfully integrated their member web portal with the marketing side. So this is their marketing site, and if I scroll down, I believe I need to go to the membership page first. And if I scroll down, I will see all the plans that they offer. And if I click on the plan that I want to choose, I will be redirected to their member web portal, where I can see the details of the plan selected, and I can quickly subscribe. After users subscribe to plans with an immediate sign-up option, like in this example, they become your members with subscriptions immediately. And Spacebring provides such users with the whole user journey, from inviting them to the location, sending them the invoice, giving them credits, day passes, or whatever you have set in your plan. And of course, users not only can sign up to the plan by themselves, but you as an administrator also can create subscriptions for the customers by yourself. And each customer, each administrator can create subscriptions right from the customer's page. And before creating subscriptions, you will need to define when the subscription will renew. So you can define one date on when all the subscriptions of your customers will renew. And for this, just go to the location settings, billing page, and subscriptions. Here you have a billing cycle anchor option and billing cycle anchor property and two options. First day of the month means that all the subscriptions of your customers will renew on the first date of each month with automatic proration of the invoice, number of credits, and day passes allocated with the plan. And subscription start date means that all the subscriptions will renew on the day when the user subscribed to the plan or on the date when the administrator created the subscription for them. And there will be no proration, ensuring that the user paid the full amount of the plan and received the full number of credits and day passes. After you configure this property and after you created all your plans, you can start creating subscriptions for your customers. And for this, go to the customers page, select the company or the user who needs a subscription. When creating a subscription, select the cycle during which it will be valid, start date. In the end renewal date, there are two options. Never means that this will be a recurring subscription, and on date means that you can set the end date of the subscription if necessary. Then in the items section, press add and select the plan to which this customer will be subscribed to. After you configure the subscription item, you can configure the other properties such as assignments, pay with invoice, and you can define whether you want to issue the first invoice automatically or manually. Talking about the features which I mentioned before as auto-paid and auto-invoice, these two properties are always enabled by default for all the customers. And you can quickly check it by going to the profile of the company or the user and open the billing page. Below, you can always manage these two options. We always recommend our customers to keep these two options always enabled to ensure that the customers are auto-invoiced and auto-charged. Indeed, a lot of our customers have already successfully automated invoicing in their locations and achieved great results with this. For example, our customer generator hub has already automated 88% of their invoices, and they save 20 hours on administrator work monthly. Another great example is our customer Inc., who has more than 150 automated subscriptions already, and they save 22 hours or even more on administrator work each month. I believe that these results are awesome, and now with automated invoicing, you don't have to worry about invoicing to collect payments manually or create invoices manually, and you can just focus on growing of your space and on other important tasks. Now let's go to the topic about customizing the invoices. When the invoices are issued, the customer receives them via email. Here is how such email looks like for the user. And the email also includes the PDF, the invoice in PDF. As you can see, both the invoice and the email includes your branding elements, which you can customize. By customizing the invoices, you not only maintain a professional image, but it also ensures that the customer is aware of what to expect, as the invoice includes all the details and including the payment due. You can customize not only the customer name or company name, or also the subscription items, but in the same time you can customize logo, the logo of the location, the billing details, the bank account details, tax type and tax rate. And in addition to this, if necessary, you can always add the user or company billing details to be reflected on the invoice. The logo is taken from the network settings page, and for this, the owner needs to press the menu button near the network and go to the network settings general page. Here, the owner can always update the logo when necessary. And talking about location billing details and bank account details, it can be customized by the owner and administrators. For this, simply press the menu button near the necessary location and go to the location settings page. Then navigate to billing page. On the first tab, General, you can customize the billing details of your location. On the Invoicing tab, you can customize the bank account details, payment due, and also select the invoice type. And below there is also an option to add alternative currency if necessary. And in the Taxes tab, you can customize the tax type, set the tax rate, and select the tax options accordingly. And now let's talk about tips and recommendations and best practices for billing management that can help you streamline billing and achieve greater results. We understand that coworking or shared spaces can sometimes face some challenges, and they need some help to resolve these challenges. And we believe that with our invoicing, you can greatly achieve success, and our solutions can greatly help you with these challenges. One of the biggest issue that coworking or shared space can face is handling overdue invoices. We understand that it can be stressful and time-consuming, but in Spacebring, this process can be much easier. So imagine this, that you're sitting down and you want to review your billing and check the invoice statuses. For this, just go to Spacebring billing section invoices page. This is how you can quickly access the invoices of all your customers, and while checking them, you might notice an unpaid invoice. The great news is that you can simply open it and resend it to the customer, or you can manually charge them, or you can even contact the customers very quickly by pressing on their name and send them a chat, call them, or send them an email. Of course, we have different filters which will help you to find the necessary invoices very quickly. For example, you can select the unpaid status and quickly find all the unpaid invoices of all your customers. And if you need to dive deeper into invoices of specific company or user, just apply the necessary filters. Okay, so these customers seems not to have unpaid invoices. So once you apply the filters, it will show you all the invoices of a specific customer that you selected. And also, sometimes it's necessary for the customer to pay for some additional services, such as deposits, additional services in your space that you offer, or even for bookings when they prefer not to pay online via payment gateway. And while automated invoicing simplifies recurring payments, we have also an option for accommodating customers with other needs, such as paying for some service with one-off invoice. And for this, you just need to go to the customers page, find the company or user who needs an one-off invoice for a specific service, and open the billing page and invoices. Top right, you can see the Create Invoice button. Just press on it and start creating the invoice item. For example, if the user needs to cover the deposit, just type the name of this service, set the price, and press Create. Then, once you create the invoice, you can also add the memo that will be visible only to administrators if necessary. And the payment due is set by default, the one that you set before on the location settings page, but if necessary, you can always customize it. And here you can press issue to send this invoice to the customer, or charge the customer immediately by pressing issue and charge. And the third thing is that sometimes there might be users whose companies are covering their expenses. And instead of manually separating the user's expenses, there is an easier way, because administrators can enable our feature Pay with Invoice inside the user's subscription, and it will allow the customer to collect their expenses into their personal or company invoice. And for this, just go to the customers page, select the user or company who needs to cover their expenses with a single invoice. So find the necessary user, open their subscription or create it if it's not created yet. Scroll down to the Pay with Invoice section. Here you can enable this feature for the specific service, for the necessary one, and just save it. This way, all the expenses for the selected services will be included into the user's monthly or weekly or yearly invoice. And it's also a great option actually for businesses and for users who prefer to pay for their expenses with a single invoice instead of initiating payments every time. And lastly, talking about billing performance, in Spacebring, you can quickly access your revenue data and all the invoices data with the analytics page. For this, just go to the analytics page from the left side menu. And here you can see a lot of dashboards which can show you a lot of useful data for you. And especially talking about invoices, open the invoices dashboard. Here you can view the general revenue for the specific period, and also the status of the invoices. But that's not even all, because you can also create different reports to gain even more deeper insights about your general revenue, about the invoices details, and other information. To create an invoice, just press the Create Report button top right, and here you see that there are lots of report types. And for example, if you are curious about what memberships our customers usually subscribed to understand what memberships are most popular in your space. Just select the subscription report type and download the report. But maybe you want to get a comprehensive overview of all issued invoices with the total amounts and their details. And for this, just select the invoices report type. Here you can also filter the create date, issue date, and status of the invoice. So I believe that today we covered pretty a lot, from billing concepts to automating invoicing to then how to customize the invoices to meet your needs. And also you heard about tips and practices on how to manage your billing efficiently and ensure smooth billing, smooth experience for both you and for your customers. And now that we've covered the key concepts, let me show you what the next steps, what you can do to put this into action. Firstly, I encourage you to review the billing setup in your location to understand, not to understand, but to check if all the configurations are set correctly. After that, if you have any questions or if you want to dive deeper into this, just visit our help center at help.spacebring.com, and there we have a lot of articles that have step-to-step instructions on how to manage billing and other information that might be useful for you. Also, you can check our dedicated playlist that calls Launch Billing, and for this, just scan the QR code from the screen and you will be navigated to our YouTube channel. This is mostly maybe helpful for people who like to learn something with the visual guides. And of course, it's not. This is not the final resources that we have for our customers. We also have our other resources such as Spacebring Academy, our monthly webinars on different topics and on new features which we make in Spacebring, and our YouTube channel that also has other playlists and tutorials, and our new Flex Factor podcast. And lastly, if you are not our customer yet, I think that this is the best moment to subscribe and to enjoy managing your space with Spacebring. And for this, just scan the QR code from the screen and schedule a demo call with one of our experts and sign up to Spacebring. And also, we would like to hear your thoughts about this webinar, so feel free to type it and rate webinar in the pop-up window after the webinar ends. We will be glad to hear your thoughts, as it will help us to improve the future webinars. Now let me check the Q&A section. Okay, I see that there are now no open questions. So I hope that everything was interesting and clear and helpful for you. And thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure to see you, to guide you through this session. And I hope to see you on our next webinars. Thank you. Goodbye.